Did Ben Franklin write about freedom of thought and speech? A quote meme was shared on Facebook that claimed Franklin once talked about the importance of freedom of thought and freedom of speech. Allow us to introduce you to Silent Dogged Point on May 16, 2022. The Remarkable Books Facebook page published a quote meme attributed to Benjamin Franklin with the words, "Without freedom of thought, there can be no such thing as wisdom, and no such thing as public liberty, without freedom of speech." In the past, our investigations of these kinds of history quotes often ended with a conclusion that they had been misattributed to the wrong person. However, in this case, the quote truly did come from Franklin. Franklin wrote the quote about freedom of thought and freedom of speech around July 1722. At the time, he was 16 years old. The words in the meme appeared in one of a series of letters published under the fake name of Silent Dogged. They were all printed in the New England Courant, a newspaper that was founded by Franklin.'s older brother, James. The Museum of Hoaxes website reported that some men who read letters from Dogged offered to marry her. Of course, they had no idea she wasn't real, nor did they know it was Franklin doing all of the writing. Between April and October 1722, a series of letters appeared in the New England Courant written by a middle-aged widow who called herself Silent Dogged. In her correspondence she poked fun at various aspects of life in colonial America, such as the drunkenness of locals, religious hypocrisy, the persecution of women, the fashion for hoop petticoats, and particularly the pretensions of Harvard College. Silent Dogged's letters became quite popular. Some of the male readers of the Courant were so taken with her that they offered to marry her. But unfortunately for these would-be suitors, Silent Dogged did not exist. She was the invention of 16-year-old Benjamin Franklin, who was working at the time as an apprentice to his older brother, James, a Boston printer. In sum, while the quote about freedom of thought and freedom of speech was originally credited to a fake name, it truly was originally written by Franklin.